Friday night, I cruised on over to Geezerville to see if I could pick up a death chart to read. I get to this point where my brain is not good enough for client work or business work, but it's not ready to sleep, and I really don't know how to relax. Hi, I'm Dale the astrologer. I've been avoiding Geezerville because Mars stationed retrograde on my ascendant yesterday, and it tends to make me a little feisty in the groups when Mars is between my 00 Leo natal Mars and 06 Leo rising. So right away I found an Anon post from 4 days ago, and it was a woman asking about her mom's unaliving. Untimed natal chart, but a good date, place, and time for the passing chart. Somebody else had already been by to proclaim you can't tell anything without a birth time. So of course, I just had to prove her wrong. No other details about the mom. So as I started feeling into the chart, the mom had a Sun South Node conjunction, very close to my own dad's Sun North Node conjunction. And she had Venus at 20 degrees Leo. And the mom passed away September 2016. That was enough to hook me because I know these charts. I know the events of 2015, 2016, and 2017 really, really well, especially for people with strong late Leo and all Virgo placements. It's some of my favorite stories from the stars. Every once in a long while, Venus and Mars meet while Venus is retrograde. The years that this happens, they get to meet 3 times in under a year. Usually they meet about once every 2 years. Here are the dates between 1960 and 2030 that Venus was retrograde conjunct Mars direct. 5 times. If we look at those same dates where both planets are direct, it's 61 times. So Venus retrograde conjunct Mars is really rare. Every 1.5 years, Venus is retrograde when she makes a conjunction with the Sun, her inferior conjunction. The inferior retrograde conjunction begins a new cycle, but we really care about when this happens in the sign of Leo. Venus only makes her conjunction with the Sun in 5 signs, and it changes very slowly over a couple hundred years. So right now she makes it in Aries, Gemini, Leo, Scorpio, and Capricorn. Oh, sorry, Capricorn. She made her conjunction with the Sun once in Libra, October 22nd, 2022. That was the first time since September 24, 1879. And then in 2030, she fully moves her star point into Libra as one of the 5 signs where she makes her conjunction with the Sun. We care about Leo because it's the domicile of the Sun, the king, the giver of life. Leo is joy, love, creativity, children, lovers. And Venus begins her 8-year synodic cycle in Leo with that inferior conjunction. It's a monumental shift. The last 2 times were August 2015 and August 2023. But August 2015 was very special because as Venus flew through the heart of the Sun retrograde, what did her amorous, happy eyes see as soon as she emerged? Her lover boy, Mars, also in Leo, headed straight for her. Now that conjunction of Venus retrograde and the Sun also had Eros, asteroid Eros, erotic love and physical vitality itself, right there with them. Cupid shooting his bow. And I always feel a bit like the ShamWow guy, but wait, there's more. This Venus retrograde Sun synodic cycle started the day after a new moon. So new moon, 21 degrees, 31 minutes Leo. Then the next day, Venus retrograde conjunct Sun, 22 degrees, 39 minutes Leo, with Eros at 21 degrees, 50 Leo. And Mars coming right along at 4 degrees Leo. Venus and Mars made their second of 3 conjunctions for 2015 at 14 degrees, 55 Leo on August 31st, 2015, 2 weeks into Venus's synodic cycle with the Sun. The stage was set for massive amounts of googly eyes and groping. The third conjunction was November 2nd, 2015 at 24 degrees, 19 Virgo. Whenever Venus is conjunct Mars up in the sky, it calls in fated and karmic and soulmate love. It also calls out love. And part of that is it can set the stage for when people will pass from this earth. Sometimes you have to look at conjunctions from a couple of years ago to see it or get the full picture, or the last conjunction in a particular sign where you and your partner both have significant placements. But this one month, August 2015, was superior to all others. I didn't know any astrology back then. A few weeks later, I met a Marine at the dog park. He was dying. I was married, he had a girlfriend, but I needed a friend, and he had some free time, and our dogs liked each other. And Venus met Mars that last time at 24 Virgo on my lot of fortune exact. My friend, the Marine, passed on February 7th, 2017, 3 days before a lunar eclipse on my natal Saturn, 23 Leo. That same place that had called him into my life. But thinking about this daughter posting in Geezerville this week, looking at the mom's chart and how things unfolded in the 13 months following those big Leo events on her natal Venus, August 2015, how they unfolded in the stars, because the daughter didn't tell me anything else yet. I was pretty sure her mom or her dad began an affair around August to November 2015. Then, in mid-August 2016, Saturn came off retrograde and stationed direct at 9 degrees Sagittarius. A week later, Mars caught up to him, still stalled out at 9 degrees Sagittarius. Mars conjunct Saturn, 9 Sagittarius. I thought that was the breaking point for the mom. Either if she was the one having an affair, it ended abruptly, or she found out about the father's affair. 9 Sagittarius squared the transit nodal axis, fall 2016, and Neptune was conjunct the south node. The daughter confirmed she and her sister thought it was the dad having an affair, and the mom was being driven mad by it. The last few weeks got really hard. Neptune conjunct south node up in the sky can bring a lot of drama. And then the mom violently ended herself. Mars Saturn at 9 degrees Sagittarius formed a 135-degree angle with Uranus at 24 Aries. There are a bunch of hard midpoints in that event chart. Mars Saturn, harmful or destructive energy, inhibited or destroyed vitality. With Uranus, extraordinary and unusual powers of resistance, the ability to give as well as to take under provocation, the inclination to apply brute force, a test of nervous strength, intervention by a higher power or providence, sudden illness, sudden accident, separation, or case of death. But the thing that struck me above all else, above everything, was that when Venus retrograde began that August 2015 synodic cycle, the North Node was at 2 degrees 55 Libra. We are in reverse nodal return for whatever began August 2015. The South Node is at 46 minutes Libra right now. And Mars conjunct Saturn at 9 degrees Sagittarius was somehow kicking off events that led to her passing within 2 weeks after. Well, we just had a new moon at 9 degrees Sagittarius on November 30th. And once again, up in the sky, Mars over Saturn equals Uranus. When a planet like Saturn stations direct on any degree, it leaves a little scar. And we can use that scar to forensically trace what might come. That Saturn stationed direct and immediately was met by Mars on Antares, the heart of the Scorpion, and now the new moon on that spot. And on December 3rd, she makes an anon post. I know her mom is reaching out to her, trying to make amends. I listen for the words, beg the mom to give me some evidence, just some words, so I can help her daughter really understand. I can't teach people all the crazy in-depth astrology. I have to translate it into something meaningful for them. And as I was drifting off to sleep, I heard Little Bo Peep. I asked her if it meant anything to her, and she said no. It only made her think of that she is the black sheep of her family. And that is so relatable.